Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. And what a day it is. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. There we go. Bill says, Glenn, great call on Nvidia. Guess what? I had a 50% chance on being right or wrong, and it's coming in line with my prediction. I hate predicting. I do. I hate predicting where a stock is going to go, whether up or down. But I just think that there was a lot behind the analysis between me and what Ryan has done on the channel for Nvidia that I told you I got into NVDL yesterday. I'm up over 30% on that, but that's leveraged. And I am looking at Nvidia was up overall today, still about 15%. So about halfway through the prediction I gave. I hate predicting, but it is what it is. And you know something, I figured that people on YouTube are looking for people like me to predict. I like to use the power of the VectorVest software. A lot of the analysis came from our indicators. The stock is fundamentally sound, relative value, relative safety, fundamentally sound. Stock's in an uptrend, all of those things. So I gave my insight, but I used the power of the program to help me to make the decision. For those of you who are not part of the VectorVest software, you know you can get into it for 99 cents for 30 days. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YT. Go to that site. 99-cent trial gives you access to the same analysis that I can give you as well. Amir says, you saved me by time. I am sorry to say I lost huge money on covered calls, only going to listen to you because, listen, it's not me. I'm just a guy. How many times have I told you that? I'm just a guy. All right, I'm just a guy. Talking about Palo Alto, RD Yates, Ryan did a video on Palo Alto. It's amazing about the stocks that you ask us about. We do analysis on a lot of the stocks. So if you're just here just for the live streams, this is why I ask you guys to subscribe to the channel. You want updates on stocks like Palo Alto, CyberArk. Someone who's been asking me about CyberArk. You want updates on those stocks, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon. You'll get an alert when videos like that come out. Glenn, can you lend me 57 cents? Jake, I got you, Bo. I got you. What about the news about Nevada cloud and cybersecurity and programming? Kathy, I did a video that stated that cybersecurity is going to run hand in hand with the AI business. I did a video that, and we got a portfolio of stocks that are cybersecurity stocks. We'll take a look at those today and see what they've been doing since I did the video. Since I did the video, all right. So, Kathy says protecting students online. I don't know. Am I still in Lunar? Yep, I'm still in Lunar. Actually, I got into Lunar yesterday. And guess what? Tomorrow's video, the 6 p.m. video, Jazz is going to be on Lunar. Tomorrow's 6 p.m. video is going to be on Lunar. Yates, you asked me about Snowflake. I'm a bigger fan of Palantir. When it comes down to machine learning, I think those are big. Those are going to be big players as well. I'm a bigger fan of Palantir than I am of Snowflake. Palantir has got orders on top of orders on top of orders on top of orders. That just needs to turn into the money that they should turn out into. So I'm a bigger fan of Palantir than I am on Snowflake. So where does SMCI go from here? You know, great question. And let's start off by looking at what's going on in our color guard. When I tell you that when we look at the 6 days worth of data, we got all three colors being represented. The market is still having a hard time establishing a true direction. But what's the main color you see? The main color you see is yellow. YOLO says, I'm over with SMCI. I think that SMCI did a video on it as well. I did a video on it as well. And the topic of the thumb said, is SMCI still a buy? Check out the video. Check out the video. A lot of stocks that you guys are asking about, man, they're there. They're in the channel. Does SMCI have an ETF? John, I don't know. And I've never looked into that. I don't know. But if I don't know, most likely there isn't, unless I just don't know. Palo Alto was down nearly 30% the other day. How can it have a high RS and CI? It doesn't feel comfortable to me. So Ron, just because the indicators on our stocks say that it's a good stock, I still think that long term it is a good stock. But there's, the VectorVest system doesn't account for little things that could affect the stock in a big way. So when I look at our VectorVest indicators, they are longer term indicators. I still think that Palo Alto is still a good long-term play. Better play for me is going to be CrowdStrike or Zscaler. If I'm going to look at that, that's the way I look at it. Does that make sense in regards to that question? That was for you, Ron. Does that make sense? David says, Glenn, you advised Nvidia in December. What do we buy now? Ooh, do I not? And answer this question in the chat. Do I not give you fish every live stream? Yes or no? Do I not give you fish in every live stream? Yes or no? And Manju, if I missed a question, you do see the amount of questions that are coming up in the room, right? What should be the trigger price to get back into Palo Alto? And you know something? When you ask that question, Manju, Joey, put me into that screen. Put me into that screen. And I'm going to answer the question. I'm going to answer the question, Manju, but what two graph layouts do I use the most? All right. What two graph layouts do I use the most? Hi, Nat. That's my number 3. Where's Janice? Janice is my number 2. Janice, are you here? All right. The 3 and the 8 is 1. What's the second one? There you go, Bill, the MPI. So let's take a look at PANW. All right. So I've already given you the analysis that I look at. Manju, I want you to do the same thing. So here is the SAR search. I'm not even going to look at that first. Let's go to the MPI layout. Looking at Palo Alto, put it on a 3-month graph. So Manju asks, what is your get-in price? Well, what's the first thing I'm looking for? I see the stock is gap down. I know the stock is a fundamentally sound stock. Hold on. It is a fundamentally, I don't think I have RV and RS on here. I'm going to add it real quick. Capital appreciation, RV, add parameter, capital appreciation, RS. All right. RV and RS tell me that the stock is a good stock. I got a big old body. It's not going to show it. All right. Relative value sitting at 1.56. Relative safety sitting at 1.39. Looking at the graph, I still have trend, but the trigger kicked over, right? SMCI has a low float, which caused its crash during rapid price. So what would I be looking for? And right from the graph, what would I be looking for? I'm going to go put on the horizontal line. First thing I'm looking for is, can it fade the gap, right? Does that make sense, Manju? I still have trend. Something happened, as Andrea just said, stock got killed. We lost trigger. Looking at the graph, I'm looking at 275.52. 275.52 is a means to fade the gap and start moving up. Trend is already there. The stock is still fundamentally sound. From a technical standpoint, I'm looking to see if it fades the gap. Manju, does that make sense? All right, Manju, does that make sense? I think that long-term, the stock's got great potential. Something short-term happened to it, and it got smoked like a pound of bacon. But trend is still there. Trend is still there. I would be looking to see if it can break above that level of the gap. That's a big gap too. Gaps like to be filled. All right, let's go and look at another layout. I'm not going to call it a momentum play right now, all right, because he got hit. I'm not going to call it a momentum play right now, but let's go look at the star search. It's probably it. It went all the way down into the slow lane. Another from this graph layout, I'd look to see if it can get back into the middle lane. Let's go see if it can get into the middle lane. Once it gets into the middle lane, as fading the gap, I'd put half a position on. Where would I put the other half? When it gets into the fast lane. So besides Manju, does that make sense to everybody in the room as trying to see when to get back into Palo Alto based upon its fundamentals? Yes or no? All right. And the reason why I say you guys know the answer is because the same analysis that I do for you guys can do for yourselves. But I think this may, and guess what? If it doesn't fade the gap, I stay out of the stock. I still know that long term, it's a good play. It just means that right now is not the right entry to get into that long play. All right. I want more people to answer that question because I think you can apply this to any stock in the database, whether you own it or are looking to get into it. I want more people to type a yes in the room because that's major right there. There's two graphing layouts within the VectorVest software that can answer a lot of questions in regards to what to do for the stocks. Right there. Now, Rez says, I bought it today. I'm not saying today was the right day to buy it. I do like the stock long term. I don't think that today is the right day to buy it. Let the stock come to you. How about buying its competitors instead? Beavertail. Then look, when I am a big, what did I tell you? I was a big fan of CrowdStrike, CRWD. I'm a big fan of Zscaler, ZS. Let's go see if their competition is doing any better. All right, so there's Palo Alto. Look at that. CrowdStrike was in the slow lane, now in the middle lane. I would consider buying possibly half a position right here. All right, and the next one is Zscaler. Not yet, but I look at the graph. Bottom left, top right over the last 3 months. The stock is a good stock. What you're looking for now is the possibility to get in at the right time. This helps a lot. And let's go back to the near perfect indicator. Zscaler, a lost trigger. I got trend. And when I talk about long term, look at this. I took the RV and RS off. Looking at this long term, I like it. I like all of the stocks within that space. Now what I do like about Zscaler, I'm starting to fade the gap. I don't have trigger yet, but I have trend and I'm fading the gap. Let's go to CrowdStrike. I faded the gap. I don't have trigger, but I got trend. But the problem is with Palo Alto, I'm not fading the gap yet. So hopefully that answers your questions about when to get back in. The 3 and the 8 trigger and trend, fade the gap. Newbies may not understand. Maybe I need to do a video on the makeup of a trade. But if I do that, anytime Ryan and I do a video teaching you guys how to do stuff, nobody watches it. Nobody watches it. But I think it's important that when you're looking at putting trades on, knowing when to get in and when to get out, you need to learn those things. Taboola. We need to teach the newbies all of this stuff. But as soon as we do that, nobody watches it. Janice, I know there's a core few of you that do, but if we ain't giving you fish and talking about a stock going up 11,000 trillion %, y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. All right. Now, of course, I'm generalizing. Don't get me wrong. I do. I'm generalizing. I do. But for the most, we look at the stats. We look at the stats, and our job is to put out the videos that are going to keep you interested and give you the fish. That's what we do. PANW now has a sell recommendation. Should I sell it? Actually, it should have been sold yesterday. My personal opinion, until the stock comes back to me and shows me that it's got legs to go to the upside, I'd take it off the table or take half off the table. Lifestyle coach says just do it for the core. For the Marine Corps? We'll see. We'll see. I think that from time to time we do need to do a teaching video to give you guys and teach you guys the jargon that goes along with a lot of the things that we say. All right, so I still love you, Glenn, says Jake. I appreciate it. Lots of fish you do frequently. So I'm gonna show you stuff that is worth it for us to buy. Now let's talk about some news that's going on in the market. If you change it, can I just not? I don't have to change it, but I still need to.
You can't see it.
Yeah, I can't see it. Wow, I did like that though. I did like that idea. Now I got to find it. Son of a gun, there it is. All right, let's start talking about the economy first. You gave us DRCT, Sound, Quick, Helix, USA, RITM, JFIN. Closed 4 of them today for 126%. Wow, I love seeing that. I love seeing that with a bigness. I love that. And, huh?
Not gonna hear that either.
Oh, they don't hear it? Dagnabbit. We're working on that. Jerome, I'll take a look at Hack. I wrote it down. Somebody else says, somebody says, that's not true. Always good to refresh and reinforce trading plans, and how your how-to videos sure as heck help. Thank you. All right. Oh, you heard the clapping because my speakers are loud. So they did hear. You did hear this, right? All right. It's not coming through the way it's supposed to. You're getting the roundabout sound. Glenn, you mentioned ACMR. That's up 10% today. Bigly day. Let me write that down too. I don't remember why. Let me tell you something. I try to give you guys so much fish, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with the fish. But as long as you're making money, that's why you need to subscribe to the channel, folks. That's just why you need to subscribe to the channel. Previous fish, Abercrombie & Finch, up 28% since I bought it. I love that, Joe. Thank you so much. I love that so much. Thank you. Baidu, I'm still not a big fan of China. I'm not a fan of China because of their economy. But we'll take a look at Baidu. We will take a look at that. I'm still not a big fan of China at this time. All right. U.S. economy news today. Are mortgage rates turning back up? So I took a story from Investopedia, and I'm looking at several different stories. Mortgage rates rise again this week. Fed's Jefferson sees rate cuts this year, but warns about going too fast. Services soften as manufacturing surges. That happens. That manufacturing surging happens to be inflationary. Yes. Unemployment claims dropped to a 4-week low. The job market is still strong. With that means people are spending money. People are spending money that's inflationary. If that's inflationary, we're going to get, something I dare not say. I think we get another rate increase. Now, some of you may sound, man, you stupid, Glenn. If anybody in here calls me stupid, we going to have some words. Anybody agree that there's a small possibility of a rate increase this year? Yes or no? I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. Does anybody agree with that? And I'm not judging anybody by your answer. I am not judging not a single person in here by their answer. I think 2 things might possibly happen. 1, we don't get a rate cut. 2, we may get a rate increase. Listen, if nothing else, you heard it here. All right, I'm not afraid to say it. And it may not be popular. Haas says no way. Island Trader says no. Energy says negative. And I do I do listen to a lot of what Energy talks to me a lot on Twitter. He does talk to me a lot on Twitter. I just, and Gordon, that I agree with that. That plays a role in making the decision, kinda, that it is an election year. That it is an election year. So, and it should not be dependent on whether or not we have an election year or not. But Raphael says the same thing. We know you and Jerome are sweet. I don't know how I should take that. I don't identify as sweet. Joey, can I say that? I don't, we know that. Really, Joey? That's the one thing you're going to post to keep up. They can't even, they can see it here. Really, Joey? Wow. If the economy doesn't slow soon, then yes. All right, so not that anything is wrong with it, says Jay. Glenn, why you bring the controversial topics? It's not controversial. That's real, Akshaya. There's nothing controversial about what I said. It's real. And listen, I don't care what anybody else out there tells you, and a lot of them are not going to tell you the truth. A lot of them have a predisposed situation that they want to push stocks no matter what. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. All right. And it's not controversial. It's me talking truth. Does anybody think that I was being controversial? Sigh. Does anybody think I was? It's truth. It ain't it's truth. Something to consider. Anyway, I'm moving on. Next one. AT&T. Akshaya, slow down. I'll get you there. All right? I'm going to get you there. I should have ignored that, but I'll get you there. You know I'm going to get you there. How about this? How many of you are on AT&T type of 1? I'm on AT&T and woke up this morning. I was like, yo, what's up with that? I went up to my wife. I was getting ready to tear into her and say, yo, did you pay the bill? But then she came and said, you having a problem with your phone? I was like, yeah. And then about half an hour later, came across my phone that AT&T was, experiencing outages. I looked at that. First thought came to my mind. I won't say it because I don't want nobody to think that I'm spreading fake news. But I know what came to my mind when that happened. All right, I know what came in my mind when that happened. So we're gonna see if what I'm thinking is what really happened. That's all I got to say about that. We'll see if what I'm thinking is what really. Michael, I'm not saying those things. I'm not saying any of those things. I am not saying those things because I don't want nobody to come back and say that I spread anything. All right, so that's all I got to say. But very interesting. The stock took a hit off of it as well. All right. EVs slowing down. Rivian and Lucid tumble as slowing EV demand upsets ramp-up plans. And more stories show that we're going to go right from this story to this story. U.S. new vehicle sales set to rise in February. I am a believer that what happened during this winter, with a lot of the Tesla vehicles having an issue with the batteries getting drained because of the cold and the backup at charging, that the realization on EVs is setting in that, holy smokes, I don't want to be in that, I don't want to be like that. Our Rivian is the top of my list of shorts. I'm thinking that you look at the companies like Rivian, like Neo, looking at Lucid. Not a happy time. Not only that, because of the lack in the demand of these vehicles, lithium, we got a ton of lithium. We got too much lithium right now. It's hurting. It's rolling over and hurting a whole different industry. Just saw the story last night that Chinese sales are now stronger in hybrids instead of EVs. And I think that remember when I did, tell me, everybody just type a 1 in the room. Remember when we did a story within the last month or so that Honda was moving over to more hybrid vehicles, what was my statement? Was more big manufacturers going to be moving in the same direction. Type of 1 if you remember that statement. Type of 1 if you remember that statement. And again, the analysis, the research that we do is, man, we try very hard to keep you guys where you need to be and understanding what you need to see. Hydrogen is the fuel of the future. U12, man, I think it is. I think solid state batteries are the wave. I think hydrogen are the wave. They're both too expensive. Hydrogen still needs to get to a situation where it's safe, where it's super safe. Would you say buy diesel? No, because it's more still of a fossil fuel. So I think people are trying to get to have a cleaner footprint. So I'm not gonna say diesel, Jake, but I like the ideas of hydrogen. I like the idea of solid state batteries. We'll see. You are the best and you tell the truth. I try to. That's very important to us, is that I try to tell the truth. And I don't want to be controversial or anything. I don't want to be political or anything. I love that you guys come to this channel to get real insight. And that's what we strive to provide. We want to do the work. You guys reap the rewards. All right, so that's on the, I'm thinking on the EV space. Man, it's tough to be there. I wouldn't be in it long. I like the idea that maybe more of the major manufacturers are going to be going to hybrid. Hydrogen is the new diesel. You know something? I'm not saying no to hydrogen. I like the idea. It just needs to be right. All right? You just need to be right. Janice says, dude, be yourself. Haters going to hate. Can't control anyone but yourself. That's true. But you know something? It ain't just the core people. We got a lot of new eyeballs in this room. I want to appeal to the new eyeballs in here as well, because that's the only way we're going to grow. That's why I want the new eyeballs who are here to subscribe to the channel. That's it. That's it. All right. Greta Thunberg declares all guitars must be... yeah. Really? Really, Dave? Sigh. I got to hit the laugh button. Hopefully you hear it. That's funny. That's... turn my speakers up. All right, hold on. I'm going to do it again. Wrong one. Where is it? I just hit it. Oh, there it is. Shell is closing hydrogen stations in California. Ooh, maybe I need to do a hydrogen story soon. All right, maybe I need to do a hydrogen story soon. I need to write that down. Hydrogen. We have a hydrogen video out there. I'll put that down. All right, next story. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to cheer. Put my hands up. One of the few times that I can take the win. This is one of the few times that I can take the win. I did a video on Nvidia last week. I went out on a limb. I called a number. I called a freaking number. I said 30%. I can't believe I did that, but I did. All right. But if you got into NVDL, the stock did hit that 30%. That's a leverage Nvidia. Nvidia on its own is up about 15%. I'm happy. You know something? There's times where I think it's okay to take the win. Do you agree with that? I think that there are times when it's okay to take the win. Type of 1 in the room if you agree with that. Type of 2 in the room if you think I'm saying I told you so, nana nana poo poo. All right? Type, really, Joey? Really, Joey? Really, Joey? All right. I think sometimes it's okay to take the win. It was nothing about, really, Robert? All right. Listen, I can't judge. I asked the question. So I can't judge, but I'm going to take the win. All right. The video got 20,000 views. 20,000 views. It was huge for our channel. And AI is not going away. And my other industry, I need you guys to take note of this. My other industry is going to be cybersecurity, folks. The other, that's going to be the other side that's going to move along industry-wise. It's going to be cybersecurity. If you ain't in some of that stuff right now, and again, Ryan put out a video on Palo Alto yesterday. You guys need to be looking at that. You guys need to be looking at that. Joey, don't be a hater. I know Joey was being a hater. He was putting 2. That was Joey putting all the 2s up there. All right. So we know what's going on with Boeing. I also told you soon after that story, keep your eyes on Airbus. I did say keep your eyes on Airbus. New story. Airbus gathers orders as Boeing eyes a comeback at Singapore Air Show. Somebody had to sell these planes, and if it wasn't going to be Boeing, it was going to be Airbus. You called Palantir before earnings as well. 2 lucky strikes. Listen. Palantir was
Tell him.
not shut up, Joey.
Wind it up, baby.
What?
Wind it up.
Whatever. The Nvidia wasn't. I don't want to call that lucky. Palantir is a stock that I've been watching and playing, but I've been presenting a case on why I've been keeping my eye on Palantir. I've been presenting that case. Was that lucky? I won't call it lucky because prior to that video, Palantir had gone up for 3 quarters in a row. They were on a run. So I don't want to call them lucky, but it is what it is. G Money, what's your best stock for cybersecurity? It would either be CrowdStrike or Zscaler. I also do like CyberArk, but my main 2 would be CrowdStrike and Zscaler. Yes, Glenn, do a story for who of the OEMs are leading in the electric vehicles. Oh, man, are you trying to get me into XRoth video? Sai, is that what you're trying to get me into? I'm all out of XRoth. I had a lot of money in XRoth. Did I tell you all the story that I was up 95% on XRoth and gave it all away? Yes, I did that. I was up 95% on XRoth and gave it all away. And no, I am not telling you to buy XRoth. All right, we should end the stream in the same way Festivus ends. The stream isn't over until Glenn pins Joey down. Oh, well, it'll be over quick. I got Joey. It'll be over quick. All right, so Airbus is a stock I want you guys to keep your eyes on. And I've been telling you to keep your eyes on as well. Fisker, you know something? What is that? Fisker. I have no. All right, that's it. Raphael, you're right. I was a knucklehead when it came down to XRoth. Pigs get slaughtered. I got slaughtered. Yes. So I tell you that story because I was a knucklehead. I was. That I was a knucklehead, and I was. FSKR, thank you. We'll take a look at it. FKSR. Oh, Joey, show me how many likes we got. So you know the new deal, right? The new deal is 1 stock for every 10 likes. I won't even give you just 100. 1 stock for every 10 likes. So if we get 100 likes, that'll be 10 stocks. You want to see more stocks than that? I've got to get more likes than that. So there we go. And actually, I'm getting some of the stocks that I'm going to look at if I'm going to look at. So that is the new rule. 1 stock for every 10 likes. Fix earnings today. What is Fix? All right, I'll take a look at it. Raphael says, I've been there too. Why did you hold and not sell? Jake?
You should have at least taken half off the table.
Wow, Joey, stop. Joey.
That's what I would have done.
Joey.
I would have taken half off the table.
Whatever.
And let the rest run.
Could you please stop so I can answer the question? I don't need your input here.
At least half.
Maybe
3/4 off.
Whatever. Listen, I did a knucklehead move. That's it. OSS I like, Mohammed. OSS was a stock that I put out there as one of the stock on my radar. It is in the computer makers. It's a cheap stock that nobody's talking about. OSS, I like that stock. I wrote that down too. OSS is a stock that I like that nobody's talking about. Folks, I try to give you guys a lot. Really, Joey? Really? All right. Teach Glenn not to be so bloody greedy. I know. I was greedy. Way to teach him how to protect his profits. All right. RXRX I like too. I'm back in it. I like it because it is an AI drug combination. RXRX I do like. Listen to Joey, Glenn. Really? Listen, I'm not Joey. I wish I could mute you forever so you can't say a word, but I can't. I don't know how to do that. Talking about other fish, Moderna reports surprise profit, sets out roadmap for RSV vaccine, and whatever, Joey. I'm looking at both of these stocks, Moderna and Pfizer, both aggressively going after RSV. Since there is no need to sell a whole bunch of COVID vaccines, RSV is the new drug to be sold. So Moderna and Pfizer, keep your eyes on them. SMCI, what just happened? Oh, I don't close that. Stop. Ooh. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Can I hit the back button again? This is on Super Micro. The numbers behind. This is on a website that I can't. To continue browsing, please register. No, I'm not registering. So SMCI is on my list. And tomorrow's video is going to be on Luna, LUNR. You need to go watch it. There's a moon landing scheduled for today. And God forbid, as long as it lands good, I think the stock's got a lot of upside potential. Dare I say, $10 stock to go up to $100. Yes, I just predicted again. Dare I say the stock could be a 10-bagger. All right, so I'm putting that out there. We'll see what happens with it. But watch the video to understand what's going on with the stock and how to approach the stock. The video is tomorrow. All right, the video is tomorrow. There's some nuances on how to approach this stock and what type of investor should be buying into this stock. All right, Power, PWR. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got to have at least 100 to 100 likes. What are we up to, Joey? What are we up to? We're up to 116. So that gives me 11 stocks. I can do an ELEV becomes my 11th stock. All right. So Boston got out of it. Can we have Joey as a trusted tiebreaker on Lunar? What does Joey know about the stock? What does the company do?
What do you mean, what is it?
So here we go.
Did you not watch the video?
No, what?
Did you not watch the video?
That's what I'm playing for you. What does the company do, Joey? I'm playing again. What does the company do, Joey? I'll do it one more time. Hold on. What does the company do, Joey? Okay. That's all I got to say about that. And last but not least, I need you guys, if you already don't do it, go to our main website, www.vectorvest.com. All right, www.vectorvest.com. And from here, I want you to go to the articles, click on articles. We put a lot of information here on our blog every day. All right, Nvidia soars 265% revenue growth, 804 earnings surge. Is there still room to buy Nvidia? Sigh, that was Rizé. Stop it, Rizé. I love the blog that we put out. We've got writers that write about a lot of different stocks. Go there. Go there. Glenn, are you seeing the energy stocks all moving up? Vistra, I like. It's one of the better stocks out there. Weatherford is another one. TDW, FTI. My 3 in that list of 4 would be Vistra, Weatherford, and TDW. The company has begun whatever, Joey. You just went and looked it up. That's what you did. And don't say that you didn't. I'm going to go to the program. Oh, I didn't want it here. I'm going to go here. Let's go bring up the program again. Let's go to the market timing graph. Interesting.
I can't keep doing all your work.
You don't do any work for me.
I gotta give you all the information, and then you make a little video.
Do no work for me.
You called it.
I wish you'd just sit there and not say anything right now. All right.
Oh, okay.
Would you wish just
Okay.
whatever?
Well, guess what? Guess what?
Whatever. Stop talking. Hush up.
Ain't coming true today.
The market is right at a level of a 3-month high, sitting at 64.36. I think.
Hang on. We got to go to the program.
Oh, well, why don't you get there? Stop talking and put me where I need to be?
There you go.
Sigh.
I gotta look up what.
You ain't got to look up Jack. You just need to sit there.
Doing.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Don't look at my portfolio. I gotta get more stocks for you.
No, I don't. I hate you sometimes, Joey. I so hate you sometimes. Anyway, the market's sitting at a 3-month high. That bothers me, but the MTI is not showing me that it's overbought yet. I think the market's got more room to run up. I still think that we need a hefty, real correction or pullback. When that's going to happen, I don't know. So I'm going to take what the market gives me. The market gives me the opportunity to say it's okay to buy stocks. Today's trading action, very little wick at the top, so we're very close to the day's highs. So that's a good thing. What else is catching my mind? Catching my attention? MTI buy to sell ratio and RT are all trending lower. All right. If the market really, really, really wants to keep going up, I need to see these indicators break back up through my trend lines. All right. So, and that's when I look at the home page and look at the color guard, all 3 colors being represented. The market's having a hard time locking into a real direction. Joey is still useful. He's still youthful, though. Janice, and he's not. Yeah. Glenn and Joey remind me of an old married couple sometime. I don't identify it as a married to Joey. Okay. As I drink my Cafe Bustelo. All right, let's go to the viewers tab. Markets, everything is up. The VIX is down. Nobody's fearful today. But look at this. The Qs are up 3%. The spiders, S&P is up 2%. The composite is up over 1%. Even with all the big move today, everybody's going to the higher dollar tech stocks. That's why they're up. The IWM is not nearly as much. See? All right, big news. Let's go look at my big news. Need to go swing trading. We'll catch the rest of the replay later. See you, Manju. All right, here's the stocks that made the news. SMCI. Man, who's still trading SMCI? Put a 1 in the room. How many of you is still trading? God, this stock just doesn't want to stop going down. This stock just doesn't want to stop going down. Who's still trading SMCI? Goodness gracious. Everything is good about it. Fundamentally sound, in an uptrend, buy recommendation, way overvalued though, but the stock is killing it. The stock is killing it. All right, Nvidia, again, I predicted 30% increase, halfway there. If you're in Nvidia, if you're in NVDL though, it did hit the threshold. GM, the reason why I have GM and Ford is because of the story that says that those car manufacturing, car sales are going to go up. I'm going to keep my eyes on that. GM is undervalued. Ford is undervalued. Both of them are slightly down today. Both of them have good relative values. Neither one of them have good relative safeties, but both of them have RTs above 1. I'm thinking that the story may have some credence at this time. All right, may have some credence at this time. Is it okay to buy more SMCI now? You know something? Didn't we just look at that? No. Let's go look at, is it still okay to buy us? And again, let's go take a look. Put this on a 3-month graph. I lost trigger, but look at that level of the gap. We gapped up today and faded this gap. Stock is still going. Big body, I say yes, as long as you buy 12 cents higher than the high. All right, as long as you buy 12 cents higher than the high, the stock looked like it definitely does have more upside. Quick trigger finger, though, you're out. Let's go back to the star search. It's in the fast lane. As long as it's in the fast lane, I say it's still okay to buy SMCI, Bashir. It did get out into the slow lane, to the middle lane. There's the slow lane. And, managing this trade, once it drops to the middle, you probably take half off. And if you did that, you could put the other half back on because it's in the fast lane. Does that make sense, Bashir? Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. This stock has been in the fast lane going up and up, 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 up for the longest time. All right. So let me close that out. Lunar, down a little bit today. I told you I'm in it. I'm currently in it. You'll understand why I'm in it when you go look at tomorrow's video. Got to watch tomorrow's video. And again, I talked to the type of investor that should be playing it. All right, mRNA, look at that. Pfizer is not going up nearly as much as Moderna, but they are both aggressively going after RSV right now. Rivian and Lucid at the bottom of the list. down bigly. AT&T down today. And there's Airbus. I like that as a play of places where people are going to start putting their orders for their planes because of right now everything that Boeing is going through. What is the averages in Star Search? Let's go back to the graphs. Let's change that real quick. If you've got VectorVest, you can get that answer. If you got VectorVest, you can get that answer. But there they are, the upper and lower band. I got a 23 and a 21. I put those two Bollinger Bands together. They create 3 lanes. All right. One is the 23. Put my mouse on it. Hold on. Which one is this one? This is the 23, and this will be the 21. And you put those two Bollinger Bands together, they create like a 3-lane highway. They create a 3-lane highway. All right. Is the Star Search graph in VectorVest? Yes, it is, Rick. Yes, it is. So when I go to pull up a graph, go up to looking at select layout to load, Star Search is in there just like the MPI is in here. It's already in there. Folks, we do the work. You reap the rewards. All right, let's go back to the viewers. These are the stocks. If I'm going to pay attention to any of these, I'm going to pay attention to the ones that are going up. I'm going to pay attention to the one. I do like the story on mRNA. I think Pfizer's going to come along with it as well. Airbus, Nvidia, and SMI are just killing it. All right, let's go. I'm giving you some fish from the MPI. Giving you some fish from the MPI. 5 stocks. Decker is in here. How about that, Amir? Decker made my list again as far as cherry picking MPI. 5 stocks. All of these fundamentally sound. With Frog, it's got a relative safety below 1. Subscriber, so I will find in VV. You got it, Tom. What did Dave C say? Let's hope 300,000 was less than 1% of his portfolio. For who? I didn't lose. Who lost 300,000? I didn't lose 300,000. That wasn't happening. All right. Fundamentally sound stocks. RT. Good fish right here. Good fish right here. All right. Frog has been a great stock for me. The only thing I don't like about it is the relative safety, but everything else about it is good. So it made my MPI. Midas Touch. Same thing we use for gold. What stocks do I have in here? Nvidia, 30%. NICE, Greg NICE. Who knows about Greg NICE? Let me see who's from where. Who knows about Greg NICE? Type of 1 in the room. I'm trying to see who's from where. But other stocks in here, UCTT, CRDL. Beamer has been a stock that's gone up, gone back down, gone back up. Fundamentally, these stocks are not all the best as far as fundamental. All right, but NICE is actually fundamentally silent. These are all technical moves. My name has nice in it, so it's all about being... Okay, Janice, I ain't going to say yes or no. Multi-bagger stocks. Multi-bagger stocks. I want to show you another thing that I added to find multi-bagger stocks. It's a search. It's a search, as you already know. But I want to show you another reason why I would really keep my eyes on these stocks. Right-click, view the stock graph. So, looking at the Star Search, I'm finding that a lot of the multi-bagger stocks I'm finding for you are pinching already with the Bollinger Bands. We might have some short-term opportunities on these multi-baggers. Same thing with this one, A5. How many of you know about this company, FIHL, type of 1? If you don't know anything about this company, type of 2. If you know nothing about this company, type of 2. If you know anything about this company, type of 1. I'm curious. Because look at the pinch. Look at the pinch. And look at where it is. Shop, Joey, you don't know. And look at the pinch and look at now in the fast lane. I'm liking this. I'm liking adding in the Star Search to the multi-bagger search. Put those two together. We might have a plan going here, folks. But it's in the fast lane. Both DPOs are running. Joey doesn't know. Jeff, don't listen. Joey doesn't know. Next one, VEOEY. Joey. Back and forth between the middle lane and the up in the fast lane. Keep your eyes. There's the pinch. There's the pinch. It didn't stay above there fast or very long, but I'm going to keep my eyes on it. And the short-term DPO said get out. All right. I should have found the ones with both DPIs like this one. AESI, fast lane, both DPIs are up. Look at this. Uncle Glenn is giving you guys some fish for sure. Moving out of the middle lane back into the fast lane, both DPIs are moving up. DPOs are moving up. 60 growth, good pick, Joey. Joey had nothing to do with it. Joey had nothing to do with that pick. Stop messing, John. Joey had nothing to do with it. Glenn, what does the star search show us? The star search, there's a search for it too. Unit search, let's go find it. Star search, there's an actual search. Where is it at? But you got to have Pro Trader in order to do it because it's using moving averages. Star search. So it's looking at the DPO crossover, the 20-day DPO crossing above zero. There's the Bollinger Bands. Prices crossed above the upper band. Stocks greater than 5, average volume greater than 500,000. We need liquidity. And the stock sector not equal to ETFs. That's the actual search. In order to have this search in the software, though, you need to have real time or you need to have Purchase Pro Trader. So we can find you the stocks that meet the criteria for star search without having to try to figure it out on a graph. All of these stocks that will show up are all the stocks that meet the criteria for star search. That these stocks are just getting into the fast lane. Hey, for those of you that are here today, was this worth it for you to come by today? I always try to do that. Was this in and of itself worth it for you to come today? Finding stocks on a 3-lane highway getting into the fast lane right now. Yes or no? Was this worth it for you to stop by today? This by itself. All right. This is something that I totally forgot about because I hadn't used it a lot. But this is, man, so much that we try to bring to you guys the best way we can. We try a lot. Constance, do you ever talk? Because that's a new person talking. I like that. I like to see Ninja Ape, and I like to see the new people typing in. Kevin, it usually is always worth it. I like to see the new names popping up. That's a good thing. I like to get as many of you involved as I possibly can. All right, so let's go back to the viewers tab. Those are my fish for multi-baggers right here. Let's go to the portfolios real quick. Joey, stop touching stuff. 128. How many stocks does that get me? 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 stocks. 128, that gives me 12 stocks, right? I got 12 stocks. Joey, please go directly to chat with your picks them so Glenn doesn't sandbag you. Why? Why do y'all try to push buttons? Why? I'm curious to know, why are y'all pushing buttons? Why are y'all pushing buttons? Huh? Why? That's what y'all want to see me do, is do that, right? That's exactly what y'all want to see me do. I'm not doing it. Let's go take a look at the portfolios. All right, Joey's doing something. Janice says, why not? Stop pushing buttons.
Go ahead, you're good.
Let's go take a look at the portfolios that we got set up. I told you cybersecurity was going to be a major play. I did 2 videos on it. Cybersecurity since 111, up 1.8%. Man, it got hit. Ooh, it got rid of some stocks too. 116, that one got hit, but got rid of all of the stocks. Yikes! Stocks ready to run. I did a video on that. There's 4 stocks. It's up 1.1%. 26, we did a video on speculative plays. Still up 1.87%. Any big movers? Wow. 2 big movers on PXL. And there's Palantir, up 13% since I did the video. What is the Magnificent 7 done so far this year? Up 15%. Big move. Big, nice move. Where's my top 10 picks for 2024? 27% with SMCI up 230. Folks, you got to remember that these are the stocks that I picked to do well for 2024. Picked them at the second trading day of the year. First trading day of the year. Second day of the year. First trading day of the year. I love that. That's another win that I'm taking right there. Star Search was under what folder? Tell you in a second. Pro Trader. It's in the Pro Trader folder. It's in the Pro Trader folder. All right. Let's go back to the viewers. So we looked at portfolios real quick. Some of the portfolios out there. Where are you at? Where's Trending Thursday? Let me see where your picks look like. Ooh, down a little bit. But these are all the stocks we got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snowflake. Somebody asked me about Snowflake. I'm still a bigger fan of Palantir, but Snowflake is in the list. Up 1.6%. All right, let's go see if we can add any more stocks to this. Glenn, this past spring, you were talking about URI, United Rentals. I see their equipment all over the place in the stock market. Went from 340 to 660. Good Lord. There's a lot of stocks I talk about. Goodness gracious. I'm just loving it that you guys have seen the stocks when I talk about them, and I love that you're showing me that they've made you guys some money. I love it. I love it. And again, that goes for the new people that are in the room. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. John Bussin, yep, just got the... What? Taking a deep breath. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. All right. How many likes did we get, Joey? 131. Where do I need to be? How many stocks does that give me? 13?
That'll be 13, Glenn. I got my calculator out and did that one.
I'm going to do METC. That's up there right now. METC. I got 13 stocks. Let's go look at the 13 stocks that you guys have given me. Where's no. Customer picks. I got 13. No, I already got the stocks. I've been writing them down. All throughout the presentation. Hack, ACMR, Power, Baidu, Fisker. No, FSK. Is that right? FSR, Kava, Fix. Is that a builder? Might be. OSS. I like this play right here. Comma RX, comma Power. Oh, I got Power twice. I get to pick another stock. What's the next stock? GFI. METC. What's the next one? GFI, comma, ELEV, comma, ELEV. Oh, I get to pick another stock. ELEV, what came out? Meta, okay, META, comma, CAN, comma. Do I have METC already in there? I don't think so. METC. All right, that should give me 13 stocks. Is that right? 136. Yep, that gives me 13 stocks. All right, and I got 14 stocks. How did I get 14 stocks? How did y'all get one extra on me? Somehow you did. All right, let's go take a look at them. Let's go take a look at them. Doo-dah. We're not going to go this route. We're going to go with the MPI. All right. Ooh, interesting on Meta. Yes or no? Ooh, I do like the break above this level of resistance. But it's going to serve it as a level of support. Yes or no? Type it in. Meta. Meta. Yes or no? Since I'm not sweet, Hershey. Sigh. Meta. I got one Meta. Yes. You guys got to type it in fast. All right. I got more yeses on Meta than not. All right. Let's go put Meta in here. Portfolios. Trending Thursday. Let's turn this off. Meta. Do I have Meta in here already? Nope, I do not. Add a trade. META. Get the price. target, 1 grand. Apply. All right. It's in there. Next stock. Let's go look at fix. Yes or no? I'd like to see it break above this level of resistance. I like the move. I'd really like to see it break. I do like the bottom left, top right. Fix. Yes or no? Glenn yells so much, I think is how he talks. I'm not, Joey for president, whatever. All right, fix. No, 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 yes, no, no, no. Okay, I got more no's than yes. All right, oof. Power. Yes or no? I don't like the wick. Power. Yes or no? Oh, Fix has got earnings today. Fix has got earnings today. I'm going to add a parameter, capital appreciation. Relative safety is above 1. I'd have to look a little bit more. Earnings is up there. Earnings growth, 24. Ooh. From an earnings perspective, I say yes on earnings. I'm seeing no on power, but I'm going to go with the earnings play on fix. I'm going to go with the earnings play on fix. All right? And y'all going to be like, well, that's not what we said. Well, I hear you. But I didn't know there was an earnings play. I like it. I'm gonna, but I got stops on these. I got power. No, because of the wick. Let's go back to power. Yeah, I don't like the wick on power. Did Haywood call me a contrarian? He might have just called me a contrarian. ACMR. Was this another earnings play? No. It gapped up. Kind of volatile. ACMR, yes or no? I'll let you all make the call on this. I'd say no. I'd like to see it go up above that level of resistance. All right, you guys are saying no as well. All right. Yeah, I'm not. It's got trend. It doesn't have trigger yet, but it's, yeah, okay. Everybody's saying no. Oh, that's good. John says it's in a base. How low can you go? Death row. What a brother knows. Once again, back is the incredible. The rhyme manual. Sorry. Joey, what was that? That was provocative. It just makes the people get hype. What song is that, Joey?
Never heard it.
Whatever. RXRX, I do like a wick, but the body is much bigger than the wick. Trading at a 3-month high. We got trend and we got trigger. RXRX, yes or no? I say yes. Nat says I'm weird. I am kind of weird. I see the yeses on RXRX. Okay, let's go get RXRX. I do like RXRX. RXRX. Get the price. $1,000. Apply. Okay. All right. I do like the move on that. The wick is much smaller than the body. All right, next one. Earnings, GFI. No. I'm not even digging with and it was the earnings. No. That's all I got to say about that. No. Mark says I'm yelling. Am I yelling? Do you guys think that I'm always yelling? Yes or no? One or two while this is coming up. 1 or 2. Do you guys think I'm always yelling? 1 or 2. 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for you guys just saying yes. No, I'm never yelling. Okay, maybe you guys think I'm yelling.
Can't find my chat fast enough.
Shout out for Glenn for the public end. There you go, Cedric. I was trying to see who was from where, but thank you for that, Cedric. More like enthusiastic. I like that, Janice. You are just being you, but my 6-year-old says you are yelling. Okay, Nat. Okay. Princess says 2. Thank you, Princess. All right, let's go to the next one. Hack. I like the move on Hack. I don't like the indecision. I like the bottom left, top right. I like that it gapped. Man, it gapped down and then gapped back up. This concerns me of indecision. I'm going to say no on Hack. It's got some buying pressure, but it's an indecision day. I'd like to see it get higher than where it is. Oh, everybody's saying no. All right. I do like the jump, but I'd like to have a jump with a bigger candle. Mr. Shri, are you new? I'm trying to see all the new names that are popping up. Mr. Shri, are you new? All right, so with no on Hack. OSS. I like this stock. I don't like the wick. But this is in the computer makers. It's cheap. It does have trend. It does have trigger. I understand. I had a level here of resistance, and it broke through. I had a level here of resistance. I'm going to go with your pick. I like it. I don't like the wick. OSS, yes or no? Joey, I need your help with this to see which way I want to go. Joey, you're going to have to come in and help. One of the few times.
I wasn't watching.
Did you fall asleep? Did I wake you up?
I was scheduling my tea time for Sunday.
Oh, okay. OSS, yes or no? Sorry, Island Trader. It looks more like a yes to me, yes? Sigh. I'm going to go with yes. I got more yeses than those. Joey, you were of no help at all. At all. OSS. Get the price. It's going to be a lot of shares. I'm going to... Sigh. How many shares? It's 268. I did get more yeses than no's on that. All right. John Boston, I'm going to get them off secondary. What are you talking about? I don't know. Are you wearing the gold DJT sneakers to the wedding? Oh, my gosh. You got a wedding to go into and I'm not DJing it? I got a 40-year-old birthday party to do this Saturday. Ooh-wee. I'm going to tear that place up. Boy. Ooh-wee. ELEV, no. Anybody want to chime in on that? ELEV, no. Anybody want to go against that? All right, I got it. I got to know. All right, good. Kava. We know what that's called, a bullish harami. I'd like to see it break through the gap first. I do like the move over the last 3 months. Bottom left, top right. Yep, I'm a DJ too. I got a wedding. I got a birthday party to do Saturday. I'm kind of nervous about it because he's a friend of mine. He's a lead pastor at a church. And I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get the party going without everybody cussing. So, yes, it's above the previous day's high. No, it's not. This stock ain't above the previous day's high. There's the previous day's high. It's not there. It's not above it. Haywood.
Just play the Kids Bop albums.
No, I did that for that 5-6-year-old party. Oh, man, the people were like, "Oh my gosh, you were so good with the kids." I was so nervous. I was nervous because I was like, they're all kids, and I got them running up and down the place. Run over there, run over there. So it was my first little kids party, but the parents loved it. I'm going to say no on Glenn. I'm not a wedding singer. I'm not that. Start with Reverend Al Green. I was thinking about, let me tell you since, baby, since we've been together. I'm not going to sing Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? If he's a pastor, then stick with gangster rap. You know something? They probably know more about gangster rap than I do. They probably do. I'm saying no on Kava. Anybody want to disagree? Not till it gets above the previous day highs with him. Yeah, I'm with you, Hayward. I'm with you. Do some AC/DC. Baby got back. Oh, gosh. All right, let's go to the next one. Baidu. I am not a fan of the Chinese stocks right now. Interesting. Look at this stock. I do got a level of a channel. I say no on Baidu. I do have trigger, no trend. And look at the trend over the last 3 months. And there's my trend line. Look at that. Let me continue that. It hasn't broken. I'm saying no to Baidu. I'm saying no to Baidu. Yep, everybody's saying no. Well, Lee says yes. Yeah, I'm thinking no. I got a downtrend. I got no trend. I just got trigger. Big wick at the top, but come down below this. Yeah, I'm saying no. I'm saying no. All right. What else? We're almost done. METC. No. Freehand line. There's my freehand line. I'm saying, well, it's breaking through. I'm saying no still. I do have trend. I don't have trigger. I'm saying no. I'm saying no. I'm getting a lot of no's. Good. All right. 2 more stocks, I think. Canaan. Memory devices. Here's a level. There's a level of a gap. I do like the trend. We got trigger. I think this is too early in the play for me to take it. I think it's too early in no. I'm getting no. I think it's too early. I like the update. Don't get me wrong. I like the update. I like that we got trend. I think it's too early in the play. Glenn 24 lets you get Giza sheets embroidered with say no to. Why? Why, Mark? All right, and I got one more stock. Oh, who? Fisker, no. Why did you even give me that? What was the purpose of giving me that stock? Oh, it got trigger. Yeah, let me move that over. It got trigger. And the answer to that question is a big no. Big no. All right, let me close that. Let me see what stocks we picked up. We did pick up some stocks today in your portfolio. Purchase date, we picked up 4 stocks. Meta, Fix, RX, and OS. Let me go see what my stops are just so that you know. We got an 8% trailing stop. All right. And how did it turn off? I just put it back on. Save. Yep. We got an 8% trailing stop. All right. You can put me on my ending screen, Joey. All right. We're done. I'm only 12 minutes over. I'm only 12 minutes over. Joey. Thanks, Joey. Great production as usual. Wow. I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee. I think I'm just going to sit here and just, every now and then, I'm just going to sit here, drink coffee, and let Joey teach you. Joey, you want to close out the day about what's going on in the market and what they should be doing?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
All right, let me close it out. All right, everybody, have a good day. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Is that it? Am I here still? No, that was the close off, Joey. Close it down. Go ahead. Close it down. Bye, y'all. Close it down.